Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal. Last time, we conquered the Celadon City Gym, and we also explored most of Celadon City. And this time, we are going to be doing the same, except for Celadon City. But first things first, I should point out something that has absolutely nothing to do with Pokemon, but is something I'm thinking is going to be on a lot of people's minds. The day this video goes up is August 21st, 2017. The day of the Great North American Solar Eclipse. So I hope all of you checked that out, because by the time this video goes up, the event will have passed, and I would really like it if we could fill the comments with some eclipse stories. I think that could be really fun. Even if you're seeing this video way after the event has occurred, feel free to chip in and just put a story in the comments. I think it would be really cool. Anyway, first things first, I should point out, over here on Route 7, there is a Pokemon you can get in the grass that I forgot to mention due to a bit of a clerical error on my part. That Pokemon is Murkrow, which can only be found at night, which drives home my point that I made last time even further, because it's another Johto Pokemon you cannot get until Kanto. What the heck is up with that? I have no idea. Anyway, we're going to be heading into this building right here, through the back entrance, because if we go all the way upstairs, it magically becomes daytime for some reason. If we go in this room, we have this guy who has a very interesting, or should I say, scintillating story for us. Let me recount a terrifying tale. Once upon a time, there was a little boy who was given a new bicycle. He wanted to try it right away. He was having so much fun that he didn't notice the sun had set. While riding home in pitch black night, the bike suddenly slowed. The pedals became heavy. When he stopped pedaling, the bike began slipping backwards. It was as if the bike were cursed and trying to drag him into oblivion. Shriek! I'm not actually gonna shriek. I've always talked about how much I hate the move Screech in this game, and I do not want to make that any worse for the viewers. The boy had been riding uphill on Cycling Road. Ba-dum-ba-dum. For listening so patiently, you may take this, TM03, and only now can we get the TM for Curse. This is one of the best moves in the game that I can think of, and I've talked about it at length in the past, and I do not deny that it is very good. It just comes very late into this adventure, which is really frustrating. It's a really nice move to have earlier on, but you don't have that opportunity. It's a terrifying move that slowly whittles down the victim's HP if a ghost type uses it. Anyway, heading back around this way, there is actually a front entrance to this building, and there's even more for me to show off, so I think we are going to be looping around that way. Now, I should mention, I don't know for certain, but I seem to recall reading in the past that you can only get TM03 at night. I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but if it is, worth noting. My dear Pokemon keep me company, so I don't ever feel lonely. Meowth even brings money home. That's a little awkward. Anyway, heading up to the second floor, I don't think there's anything for us. Yeah, there actually is not anything here. What does the sign say? Game Freak Meeting Room. Aha, yes. This is important. This building is home to the developers. Game Freak Development Room. Head on inside, and these are the makers of the game. Yes, they put themselves in here just to talk about their accomplishments in making the game. Is that right? I'm the game designer. Filling up your Pokédex is tough, but don't give up. If you come in here after filling up your Pokédex, you can obtain an item known as the Diploma for your troubles. Since we are not going to be able to obtain this item in this Let's Play, and even if we were able to obtain it, I would have no interest in doing so, I am simply going to put an image of it on screen right now. On the left here, you will see the design of the Diploma as it appears in-game when you receive it. However, one thing that is unique to Generation 2 is that you are able to actually hook up a Game Boy printer and print out a copy of this diploma to hang on your real-life wall, which is really cool. The design for that can be seen on the right. It's worth noting the design of the diploma changes every single game. I'm the graphic artist. I drew you. Yes, you did. Aren't the twins adorable? Jasmine's pretty too. Oh, I love them. Yep, you can tell who designed those characters. Who? Me? I'm the programmer. Play the slot machines. You heard it here first, folks. Game Freak is actively encouraging children to gamble. Anyway, right over here, and only in Crystal, something I did not know about until very recently is if you check this wall, there's graffiti on the wall. David added a mustache. And you can keep adding mustaches as many times as you want. This is a really interesting Easter egg, and I have no idea why they added it in Crystal specifically. But yeah, a very cool thing that I didn't know about recently until a commenter pointed it out during the Yellow Let's Play, so shout out for that. High places, I do love them so. I'd say the only thing that loves heights as much as me is smoke. Interesting choice of dialogue right there. Anyway, that is actually it for this building, so I'm going to head back down the stairs and back out into the street. Okay, now that we have explored the Celadon Mansion, which I believe later gets renamed to the Celadon Condominiums, I think we're going to head over here to the department store, because indeed, Kanto does have one as well. Now, one thing I should mention about the Celadon Mansion that only applies to the remake, but is something very, very cool. If you go back there, after you have obtained all 16 badges, someone there will give you an item in the remake called the GB Sounds, which allows you to convert all of the in-game music into its Game Boy Color original, which I think is really cool. Welcome, how may I help you? I'm just going to show all of the inventories of these shops here, just because I feel like that's a pretty nice thing for me to do. This floor is pretty standard stuff. Potions, Pokeballs, various things like that. But if we head upstairs, there should be some more interesting stuff worth pointing out. This counter sells TMs. TM10 contains Hidden Power, TM11 contains Sunny Day, TM17 contains Protect, TM18 contains Rain Dance, and TM37 contains Sandstorm. You'll notice that all of the weather TMs are present here. Now, someone I know is going to go in the comments and be like, no, they forgot Hail. But Hail actually wasn't introduced until Generation 3. On this floor, we have Pokédoll, Lovely Mail, and Surf Mail, which is really random, not sure what the point of that is. And then if we head upstairs, all drunkenly, I don't know what that was, the D-pad on this controller isn't the best. We have all of these in-battle use items, and then I believe over here we should have all of the vitamins, correct? Yes. All of the vitamins are available here, which is very cool. And then I believe last up, no, this is not the last floor, I thought it was. Oh no, it is the last floor. It's indoors actually for some reason. We have vending machines, so you can get fresh water, soda pop, and lemonade. And of course, as you would expect, there is also an elevator, which I'm going to make use of to head back outside. Now that we have done that, I would like to make mention of this pond over here. This pond, through surfing, is the only place in the entire game where you can encounter the Pokemon Grimer and Muck. Grimer have been appearing lately. See that pond out in front of the house? Grimer live there now. Where did they come from? This is a serious problem. Bit of a allegory on pollution, I suppose. And I believe if you attempt to fish in this pond, you won't actually find anything, so little interesting thing worth noting. The playground for everybody, Celadon Game Corner. Seems like it's gotten a name change in the last 3 years. Celadon City, the city of rainbow dreams. And if we head on inside the game corner, we have just the same general deal, I suppose. We have the slots, and you can play these as many times as you want, just like in the Goldenrod location, and I'm just surprised I actually won something. Anyway, they have the slots here just like they did in Goldenrod, and I believe they also have the card flip game that I still don't understand how to play. So yeah, interesting fact about that. The odds are surely better for Pikachu's line, but what to do? What to do indeed, he says. Anyway, I believe one of these people has something for you. Gahahaha! The coins just keep popping out. What, kid? You want to play? I'll share my luck with you. And he'll give you 1 coin. Gahaha. It makes me feel good to do nice things for other people. Yeah, 1 coin. Because of course. Anyway, right over here, hey, underneath this poster, there's nothing. As you might imagine, as this was the first Pokemon game I ever played, I saw that poster and I was like, of course there's nothing. Why would there be anything under the poster? Because little did I know, this used to be Team Rocket's base way back in the day. Hey, champion making. Are you playing the slots too? I'm trying to get enough coins for a prize Pokemon, but I don't have enough coins yet. Seems like someone has been shirking their responsibilities. But yes, as you might imagine, you are also allowed to purchase coins in this game corner. So, basically, exact same deal as in Goldenrod City, except that little Easter egg with the poster. Anyway, the far more interesting thing about the game corner are these. Welcome, we exchange your coins for fabulous prizes. You have even more TMs that you can buy. We have TM32 Double Team, TM29 Psychic, and TM15 Hyper Beam. All very interesting and quite good moves depending on your playstyle, so definitely worth saving up for these if you want some serious power or serious evasion on your team. Now, this counter is the counter in this game. You can get Pikachu freaking finally, which you can use a Thunderstone on to evolve it into Raichu, and you can also breed it at the daycare to get Pichu, just in case you did not get it from the odd egg. You are also able to get Porygon here, and if you got the upgrade back in Saffron City, and you have access to trading, you can evolve this Pokemon as well. And then, the cream of the crop, Larvitar, which will evolve into Pupitar and later into Tyranitar. I'm going to be blunt about this. This is one of the best Pokemon in the entire game in terms of raw stat total. This thing is basically Gold and Silver's Dragonite. In Gold and Silver, you could not get this Pokemon until much later, but in Crystal you can get it now, and if you need a 6th party member, this is it. Like, I'm not kidding. You want to use this thing if you have space. It's good. I love that thing. Anyway, with that, that is the game corner all gone over. Trainer tips. Guard Special protects Pokemon against special attacks such as fire and water. Get your items at Celadon Department Store. Very interesting. Anyway, right over this way, there is even more to this city. Yeah. Honestly, I think Celadon City is probably the one place in the Kanto region that did not get majorly gutted in between Generation 1 and Generation 2, so we're probably spending the whole episode here. In the trash can right here, we have a held item called Leftovers, which is basically the Swiss Army knife of held items. If you're not sure what held item to put on your Pokemon, just put Leftovers on it. It will allow it to recover a little bit of HP every turn, which is very cool. And of course, you get some really amusing snarfles here. Don't talk to me. You'll break my concentration. I believe there's an eating contest going on? Hi, we're holding an eat-a-thon contest. We can't serve you right now, sorry. Yep, there is an eating contest. Eat-a-thon contest, no time limit. A battle without end. The biggest muncher gets it all for free. So it looks like a very high-risk versus high-reward system they've got here. Next up, I believe right over here? Yes, there is a hidden PP up, which is very, very cool. Very nice to have hold of. Anyway, now that we have gotten all that taken care of, we are now free to conquer the gym, which is the last thing in the city that I feel like is worth going over. And unlike the gym in Vermilion, this gym outright requires Cut in order to access, so make sure you bring a Pokemon with Cut, just like my Rattata right there. Anyway, we have our sign, Celadon City Pokemon Gym, leader Erika, the nature-loving princess. And, of course, who could forget this guy? Neehee, this gym is great. Only girls are allowed here. This guy fell from grace. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, he doesn't say that the gym is full of women, he says the gym is full of strong trainers. So I guess some no fun allowed parent out there finally got Game Freak on the line and told them that they aren't allowed to get their translators to translate that line as intended. Oh well. Anyway, heading on inside the gym, I believe the gym itself actually does not require cut to navigate. Although, since it requires cut to get in here, I guess that's a bit of a moot point. Anyway, I should switch around my team, because I almost forgot to do that. Really should switch something around into the front that is strong against grass types, because that is what we are fighting here. We'll show you Pokemon moves that Erika taught us. And we have the amazing Kanto battle music once again. These are twins Joe and Zoe. I feel like they would want it to be like Joe and Zoe to, like, I don't know, rhyme or something, but Z-O-E, that's Zoe in my mind. Anyway, got some weird error on my screen. Okay, it's gone. It's gone. Good. We're progressing very well. Alright, if there's one thing that is not fun about Let's Playing games, it is the fact that technical problems may arise every once in a while, so hopefully we don't have too many issues. Alright, Crobat gets level 46, which is really nice, and next up we have a Vileplume, which we have already fought a couple of times. I believe we fought one on Team Rocket, and then there was another one in the Elite Four, so this one shouldn't surprise you. And once again, we are facing Pokemon in the mid-30s. Why? I really don't understand it. Now, to be fair, they did fix this pretty significantly in the remake. Most trainers in the Kanto region got buffed in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, with one notable exception. There is a gym leader later on in the Kanto region that is going to have Pokemon in the very high 50s, like think 58, 59. And for whatever reason, that one gym leader actually got nerfed in the remake to have their levels be lower. I really don't know why they did that. Kinda hit and miss when it comes to this kind of thing. In fact, I believe Whitney's team in Heart Gold and Soul Silver is actually weaker than it is in this game, which is a change I personally don't agree with. I don't know, that's just me. I feel like a lot of people were very happy about that change. Anyway, last Michelle right here sent out Skiploom, which is so much fun to say. Like, just think about it. Skiploom. Just say it out loud to yourself, please. Like, I need to have someone have some sort of feel-good feeling today. Alright. Anyway, ignoring the fact that Skiploom is already down, we have a Jumpluff coming out. Now, I believe this is our first time seeing a Jumpluff in Crystal, and there is something really funny about this Pokemon in another game that I'd really like to mention. In Pokemon Coliseum, for whatever reason, the shadows of Jumpluff's pom-poms are squares. Really not sure how they missed that. It's a really funny detail that I don't see mentioned all that often relative to how much I think it should be mentioned, because I think it's hilarious. Don't believe me? Just look up some footage on the internet. I'm sure you can find it. I can't be the only one who finds that funny. And with that, we have brought down yet another trainer into this gym. Yeah, this gym has quite a few trainers. If you count the twins as 2, there are 5 trainers in here. Were you looking at these flowers, or at me? Definitely the flowers, to be honest, although you do have a pretty striking shade of blue in your sprite, and that's something I can definitely respect. Anyway, we have a freaking Paris on the field, the 11th gym in our adventure, and they are throwing a Paris at us. You can't put a Parasect on the field? Like, seriously? Yeah. Next up, we have Execute. What is with all these not fully evolved Pokemon? Like, I don't understand it, although I have read somewhere, and I don't know if this is true or not. Maybe someone in the comments can enlighten me. I read that Execute is actually in some respects better than Executor. But I mean, I've never personally used either Pokemon, so I can't speak to whether or not that is true or not, so hopefully someone can enlighten me, just to set the record straight. Anyway, we finally have our Parasect on the field, and it's gone. LOL, it is gone already. These mid-30s, like, they're no challenge, they're really not. How annoying. And as you can see, this is the second gym in a row where we just straight up haven't taken any damage during our challenge of the place. Like, what? In fact, I'm not even going to go back and heal. I'm just going to leave and come back just to reset the position of that trainer right there, just to make the thumbnail look a little better. Yeah, seriously. Anyway, since there's no point in healing, I think we are going to challenge Erika. Hello, lovely weather, isn't it? It's so pleasant. I'm afraid I may doze off. My name is Erika. I am the leader of Celadon Gym. Oh, all the way from Johto, you say? How nice. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you wished to challenge me. Very well, but I shall not lose. Sorry, it's just, I love this music. It bears repeating. Leader Erika wants to battle. Now, fun fact about Erika in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, her official art actually has the Heart Gold heart emblem that you can see in the game logo on her kimono, which I think is really, really neat. I feel like that's a detail that a lot of people do not know about. Like, I feel like the Jumpluff thing is relatively well known, but that little Erika trivia thing, I feel like a lot of people just don't notice. Anyway, she starts off with a Tangela, level 42, with the moves Vine Whip, Bind, Giga Drain, and Sleep Powder, and it actually survived our attack. Luckily, it missed Sleep Powder, which is really, really nice. And we can simply bring it down, so we still haven't taken damage in this gym. Seriously. And next up, we of course have the almighty Jumpluff. Not as fun to say as Skiploom, but what are you gonna do? Jumpluff is level 41, and it has the moves Mega Drain, Leech Seed, Cotton Spore, and Giga Drain. Now, I'll be honest, I don't remember exactly what Cotton Spore does, but it doesn't matter because Jumpluff went down in one hit, and it'll probably go down in one hit for you as well. Anyway, up next we have Victory Bell, which actually has some semblance of strategy to its moveset. It has the moves Sunny Day, Synthesis, Acid, and Razor Leaf. There is some, for lack of a better term, synthesis between Synthesis and Sunny Day, so you want to watch out for that combo. It could get a little scary if you don't know exactly how to deal with it. And our next Pokemon will also employ the same strategy. Like Victory Bell, Blossom is also level 46, and it also has the moves Sunny Day and Synthesis, in addition to Petal Dance and Solar Beam. So yeah, this thing can use Sunny Day to capitalize on two of its moves, because that Solar Beam, with Sunny Day in effect, can be launched in one turn instead of two. And it looks like that's what it's going to do right there, and geez, Blossom just turned, like, blood red there. That was creepy. And we have a Hyper Potion coming out, which means this thing might get off a Synthesis or a Solar Beam on us. Not positive, but it might. Keyword is might. Or we could just get like a critical hit or just a high damage roll, and we have taken it out. That is the 11th gym of our adventure. Oh, I concede defeat. You are remarkably strong. I shall give you the Rainbow Badge. Lots of cool things happening with the sky today, huh? You gotta soak in that jingle every time it happens, because at some point soon, it will be the last time you ever hear it. That was a delightful match. I felt inspired. Please, I wish you to have this TM. It is Giga Drain. It is a wonderful move that drains half the damage it inflicts to heal your Pokemon. Please use it if it pleases you. And we get TM19, which of course contains Giga Drain. This is one of, I believe, only 2 gym leaders in Generation 2 Kanto to give out TMs. I think in the remake, all 8 gym leaders will give out TMs, but here only a couple of them do. Losing leaves a bitter aftertaste, but knowing that there are strong trainers spurs me to do better. Same, I definitely can respect that sentiment. Now, anyway, I think we are going to go see if the gym guy has anything new to say to us now that we have beaten Erika. Let's see if he has the psychic powers to know that we have accomplished this incredible feat. So, long story short, he didn't have anything new to say. But anyway, one more off-screen Joey phone call later, I think we are going to end things off here. So, this past episode of Pokemon Crystal, we explored the entirety of Celadon City. We saw a lot of cool stuff. We finally got the opportunity to obtain Pikachu. For being the mascot of the entire franchise, they sure do make the thing pretty darned hard to get a hold of. And of course, we also claimed our 11th Pokemon League Gym Badge. And next time on Pokemon Crystal, I think if nothing else changes in my game plan, we are going to be heading out west from Celadon City to see if we can reach the next city on our adventure. That sentence had the word city in it twice. That's kinda awkward, but awkward is my specialty. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.